What's up? It's Jem. You probably tried running Facebook ads before, right? Maybe you boosted a post, or maybe you even hired one of those marketing guys who promised you to flood your inbox with leads. And a few weeks later, you're sitting there like, wait, I spent $500 and all I got was a couple of random clicks and zero sales. Sound familiar? Yep, been there. And let me tell you, the problem isn't that Facebook ads don't work. The problem is that most people are doing them completely wrong. Because here's the thing, your ad isn't the problem. It's the system behind it that's broken. Most agencies or businesses just launch an ad, cross their fingers, and hope it works. They'll show you a dashboard full of impressions and clicks and call that results. But when you actually check your inbox, those leads don't answer calls, don't show up, and definitely don't buy. And that's not real marketing, that's gambling. So in this video, I'm going to break down the real reason your Facebook ads aren't performing and exactly what I do differently to generate verified, ready to buy leads every single week for businesses like yours. And if you're a business owner who's tired of wasting money on ads that go nowhere, just stick around. Or better yet, click the link below because I'll show you how to turn those clicks into cash ready conversations. All right, let's get into it. All right, mistake number one, and honestly, the biggest one I see every single day. Your ads are way too generic. You sound like everyone else. You know what I mean? We help businesses grow. Want more clients? Book a free call today. Yep, that's the same ad 99% of businesses are running right now. And the truth is, nobody's clicking that anymore because your audience has seen it 1,000 times. There's nothing new, nothing emotional, nothing that actually speaks to them. People aren't scrolling through Facebook thinking, wow, I wish another generic ad would interrupt my feed right now. No, they stop when something feels relevant, when it feels like, oh, they're actually talking about my problems. When I build ad campaigns for clients, we don't just throw out need more leads posts and hope they land. We build what I call intent-driven campaigns. That means we design every message around who you're targeting, where they are in their buying journey, and what they actually care about. We don't speak to everyone, we speak to someone specific. Let me show you how. Step one, define exactly who you're talking to. Before writing a single ad copy, I ask 3 questions. Who am I speaking to? Example, realtors, roofing contractors, SaaS founders, local service businesses. What's their biggest pain point right now? What kind of transformation would make them say, take my money? Example, realtors hate chasing cold Facebook leads who never answer. Roofing companies struggle to find homeowners actively requesting quotes. SaaS founders want qualified demo bookings, not freebie seekers. Once you understand that, your ad copy practically writes itself. Step 2, lead with their pain, not your offer. Here's where most people go wrong. They start by talking about themselves. We're experts in digital marketing. We've been helping businesses since 2010. No one really cares about that stuff. Instead, start by naming the pain they're already feeling. Something like tired of running Facebook ads to get clicks but no clients, or still paying for cold leads who never reply. When you lead with pain, your audience feels seen. That's what stops the scroll. Step 3, show a simple, specific solution. Now that you called out their pain, give them a quick taste of hope, something clear, believable, and specific. For example, if you're a real estate lead provider, we deliver qualified, verified leads to book showings this week, not random leads that ghost you. If you're targeting roofing companies, we send you homeowners already requesting roofing estimates. No chasing, no cold calls. If it's for SaaS founders, let's say, we help B2B SaaS teams book 30 qualified demos per month through outbound automation. You're not over explaining. You're showing them what better looks like in one line. Step 3 is use creatives that feel real. Forget the stock photos and generic graphics. Use visuals that look native to the feed, real screenshots, client wins, and even selfie-style videos. Example, a short 15-second clip saying, here's how we helped a roofing company book 12 new jobs in 10 days using this ad. That type of authenticity instantly builds trust, and it feels like less of an ad and more like proof. Now, end with a clear, low commitment CTA. Don't jump straight to book a call. Offer something friction-free first. Like watch how it works, see how we verify leads, get a 2-minute breakdown. That little tweak increases your click rate by 2 to 3 times because it feels helpful, not salesy. Now we have some examples here. Generic ad is we help businesses get more leads. Book a free call today. Intent driven ad is tired of Facebook leads who never reply. We deliver verified buyers who are ready to talk this week. Click below to see how it works. See the difference? One screams sales pitch, the other one says solution. When you do that right, your ad stops being background noise. It becomes a signal. You're signaling in the noise that's out there. It makes your dream client think, okay, these guys actually get it. Let me click that. That's when the magic happens. Your ad finally starts working, doing what it's supposed to do, not just getting clicks, but starting conversations. All right. So let's say you've nailed your ad. People are clicking, traffic's coming in, but you're still not getting results. Then the problem isn't your ad anymore. It's what happens after the click. This is the next mistake, where most businesses lose 80% of their potential customers without even realizing it. Let's talk about it. Point number 2 would be you're sending traffic to a dead page and issues with your funnel. This one's huge. And honestly, it's one of the most common mistakes I see every day. You spend all this money running ads, right? Your campaign's looking good copy, good visuals, people are actually clicking, and then you send them to your homepage. Big mistake, because here's the thing, your homepage is not built to convert, it's built to inform. It's got a bunch of stuff going on, menus, blogs, about us, 5 different buttons, information, location, address. Sometimes even a pop-up asking people to join your newsletter, which, let's be real, nobody's joining that. So what happens? People click your ad, they land on that page, they look around for a few seconds, your bounce rate's like 99%, and they're just gone. You just paid for a click that absolutely did nothing. Think about this. Sending ad traffic to your homepage is like inviting someone into a store, but when they walk in, there's no cashier, no signs, and no one helping them. It's overwhelming, and you just walk out. They don't know what to do next, so they just leave. And when they leave, your ad budget burns fast. So what we do differently? I'll show you. When we run ads, we never send traffic to a generic homepage. Instead, we build high converting landing page funnels that do one thing and one thing only. Just get the lead. That's it. No distractions, no rabbit holes, just clarity. Here's what our landing pages include that most competitors completely skip. Step 1 is our customized messaging. Every ad connects perfectly to the landing page. So if your ad says, we help roofing companies get verified leads in 7 days, that landing page headline would say that exact same thing. There's zero confusion. The visitor immediately feels, yep, I'm in the right place, and I click the right ad. Step 2 is proof and trust, because people don't buy from strangers. We add screenshots, testimonials, real client results, and even short video snippets if possible, and we have permission from our clients. Because when someone sees a real person saying, yeah, I got 23 leads in my first week working with them, that's way more powerful than any "we're the best" headline. Social proof isn't optional anymore. It's the new currency of trust. Now, we also got to do some smart tracking here. This is where most agencies completely drop the ball. We track everything: who clicked your ad, who watched your video, who filled out the form, and who almost did but didn't. Why? Because all that data helps us follow up automatically. We have everything tracked. We have all the pixels, everything, all the tags on all our pages. So instead of losing a lead forever, we can retarget them with a reminder ad like, hey, you just checked out our offer but didn't finish. Here's what you missed. And that's how you turn almost interested into booked appointments, and that's how you recover those leads. Most agencies will hand you a basic landing page, cross your fingers and say, hopefully it converts. That's not us. We hand you a machine that takes every click, filters it, warms it up, and turns it into a real conversation, not just a random number in a spreadsheet that you might hope they'll pick up. That's why and that's why while competitors brag about getting leads for like $15 each, our clients are getting qualified appointments for the same $15. Big difference, right? No one is buying clicks. The other is booking that person's just buying clicks and the other one is actually booking appointments. That's the power of sending traffic to a living, breathing, conversion funnel, focused funnel, not just a dead homepage. Now, we've got the ad dialed in. The landing page is converting like crazy. But here's where most businesses drop the ball completely again. They finally get the leads and then they ghost their own leads. It's wild. You'd be surprised how many people pay for great leads, only to let their hottest leads sit in their inbox for days without a single follow-up. And that's number 3, the biggest mistake you can make. You're not following up, or you're following up wrong. This is the difference between a business that thrives and a business that keeps wondering, why do my leads never convert? Because let's be real, most of your leads aren't ghosting you because they're not interested. They're ghosting you because nobody followed up the right way. Or even worse, did they get a follow up? Or they got one, but it was some robotic, boring, hey, just checking in message that feels like it came from a bot that doesn't even care. Sound familiar? Yep, that's what kills deals. It's not that your offer is bad, it's that your ad didn't work. It's that your lead, a real person, forgot about you and you didn't remind them you exist in a way that feels human. When we build follow up systems, we do it intentionally, not the old blast everyone with a generic email kind of follow up. We build what I like to call smart follow up systems, ones that do two things really well: keep you top of mind, build trust automatically. And here's exactly how we do it, step by step. First step is instant personalization. The moment someone opts in, whether it's from a Facebook ad, a landing page, or a form fill, they instantly get a personalized text and email. But here's the key, it doesn't sound like automation. It sounds like a real person, something like, hey John, saw you checked out our ad about getting verified roofing leads. Appreciate you stopping by. Quick question, are you currently taking on new projects this month? Simple, friendly, personal, and the response rates are insane compared to generic thanks for your interest messages because people can feel the difference between automated spam and authentic automation. We make sure that even if it's automated, it still feels like it came from a human, not a robot. Step two is nurture with value, not noise. Then, over the next few days, we don't just send them random check-ins. We send what I call value-based messages, case studies, etc. These are short, snackable pieces of content that make the lead feel more confident about you without you having to chase them. Examples would be, like I said, a case study or a quick video where you explain how you helped another business owner hit their goals. A screenshot showing real client results. Here's how we booked 43 calls for a roofing company just like yours. A short tip that solves a small but painful problem in their business. It's like dating. You're building trust before asking for commitment. You're warming them up before saying, hey, let's jump on a call. And the cool part, we automate all of this using tools like Go High Level, ActiveCampaign, or HubSpot. So the system works for you while you're sleeping, at the gym, or working on something else. Your lead gets value automatically and you stay top of mind effortlessly. And see here. All right. We gotta re-engage the almost interested leads. Now, not everyone responds right away, and that's totally fine. Most people are busy. Some just need a little bit more time or the right remember or just something to get them over the edge. That's where re-engagement automation comes in. If a lead doesn't respond after a few days, our system sends a polite conversational nudge. Something like, hey John, just wanted to make sure I didn't miss your reply. Still looking to get more leads this month. Or even better, we send a mini FAQ message that answers the biggest objections automatically. Like, by the way, a few people asked how we qualified leads. Here's exactly how we do it to make sure you only talk to serious buyers. No pressure, no spammy energy, just helpful human follow up. That small touch makes a massive difference because now the conversation feels like you're helping, not selling. Now we gotta have multi-channel touch points as well. We don't just follow up in one place, we hit all the right spots without being annoying. Here's how. Day 1, text plus email. Day 2, email with a quick story. Day 3, retargeting ad on Facebook so they see you again. Day 5, another text checking in with a new angle. By that point, they've seen your brand multiple times in different places, so even if they weren't interested already by day 1, they're way more likely to engage now. Because let's face it, people buy from who they remember. Now, we gotta do a human follow up layer as well. Now, here's the final piece most agencies forget, the human touch. Once the system filters who's active and who's not, we tag the leads that are actually worth calling. That's when a real person, you, your team, or even a trained BA steps in and closes the loop. By this point, the lead already knows who you are, they've seen your results, maybe they've even had a call with you, and they trust your process. So the sales part doesn't feel like selling anymore, it's just a conversation. Here's why the system works so well. Most businesses treat follow up like an afterthought. Hey, just bumping this, as if that's going to work. We treat it like a relationship. Every message, every email, every reminder is a part of a bigger strategy to make people trust you faster. It's not about bombarding them, it's about building familiarity because people don't buy when you first reach out. They buy when they've seen your name, your proof, and your offer enough times that they believe you can help. And that's why our clients as leads don't ghost. They show up, they reply, they book calls, because by the time they do, they already feel like they know you. And that's the difference between automation and authentic automation. One's annoying, the other one builds a brand. And when you do this right, you stop chasing people, they start chasing you. We just talked about follow up, how most businesses either don't do it or they do it wrong. But here's the twist: even if you follow up perfectly, you can turn bad leads into good customers. You can have the best ad, the perfect landing page, and an amazing follow up system. But if the leads themselves are junk, it's game over before you start. That's where most business owners go wrong. Let's talk about that. You're buying leads, not building a system. Most business owners think that buying random leads is a strategy, but it's not. It's a shortcut that feels good for 5 minutes and then ends up costing you thousands. You know what I mean? You find some guy online selling 100 hot leads for 50 bucks. You think, hey, that's a deal. But when you start calling those leads, you realize half the numbers don't work. A few people don't even remember filling anything out. And the rest, they've already been pitched by 5 other companies before you even said hello. We see this a lot in real estate, especially. So what happens? You waste your time, your team gets discouraged, and you start thinking Facebook ads don't work. But it's not the problem, it's the approach. Buying shared leads is like dating someone who's already been on 5 dates that same day. You're not special, they've already tried. That's what cheap lead providers don't tell you. They make money selling the same data to 10 different people, but none of those 10 people actually close deals. Now, here's where we flip the script completely. We don't just sell leads, we build systems, exclusive pipelines that generate verified, qualified, yours only leads on repeat. This isn't a quick fix. There's enough people that we can target every day for you to get these leads. People have an intent to buy every day, whether the product's a house or a software. This isn't a quick fix. It's a long-term asset that pays you every single month. Let me explain how this works. Step one, own the funnel. We don't send you random lists. We build a complete customized funnel that belongs to you. The landing page, the automations, the emails, the tracking is all yours. That means every lead generated comes directly to your brand, not ours. So instead of being one of the 10 companies calling the same person, you're the only one they've seen. You're not buying attention, you're earning it. Step two is every lead is exclusive. Every single person who fills out your form is 100% exclusive to you. We never resell or recycle data. You're not fighting over the same pool of tired leads. You're getting fresh, verified, qualified people who actually want to talk to you. And that's a game changer because instead of cold calling people who barely remember you, you're talking to leads who literally just said, yeah, I'm interested. Sign me up. Step three is we verify every lead. We don't count random clicks as leads. Our system automatically filters out fake emails, duplicate entries, and spam submissions. We use smart verification tools that check email deliverability, phone number validity, IP address consistency. So we know it's real traffic, not bots. So when a lead lands in your inbox, it's someone real, someone who actually wants to talk. And here, you own the data and the pipeline. This part's important. We don't hold your data hostage. We give you full access to your CRM, your contact list, and your automation. You own the funnel, you own the system, you own the relationships. That means if you ever stop running ads for a bit, this system still works for you. You can re engage old leads, retarget previous visitors, and keep momentum going. That's how you create a business asset, not a one-time campaign. And here's the thing: when you stop buying random leads and start building your own system, everything changes. You go from chasing people to having people come to you. And you stop guessing where your next client is coming from and start knowing exactly what to expect every week. Because now you're not depending on luck. You're depending on a machine, a system that generates leads, verifies them, and nurtures them and hands them to you ready to buy. That's why our clients stick with us long term, because we don't just deliver leads, we deliver predictability and consistency. So by now, you've got it all in place, right? Your ads are sharp, your landing pages convert, your follow-up system's running like clockwork, and you're generating exclusive, verified leads through your own funnel. That's the dream setup. But here's the thing: even the best systems will fade out if you don't track and improve them. That's where a lot of businesses and honestly a lot of agencies completely drop the ball. So let's talk about it. You're not tracking or optimizing. I've had clients come to me saying, Gem, our ads are running great. The agency said it's performing well. And I always ask, cool, show me the data. That's when it gets quiet because most of the time they don't even know. They're just trusting a report or an email update that says everything's looking good. But what does that actually mean? Compared to what? Are we getting cheaper leads, better quality, higher ROI? No one can tell because nothing's being tracked properly. That's a huge problem because if you don't know what's working, you're basically guessing. And in marketing, guessing is just an expensive hobby. When we build campaigns, we don't run blind. We run data first. Every client we work with gets a real time performance dashboard built specifically for their business, not a static report once a month, a live dynamic dashboard that updates automatically as data comes in. It's like having x ray vision for your marketing funnel. You can literally watch your numbers move in real time, leads coming in, calls being booked, and sales closing. Here's exactly what it shows. Cost per lead. This is very important. You'll know exactly how much you're paying to acquire each lead, not just overall, but per campaign, per ad, and per targeting group. If one ad's bringing in leads for $12 and another's $48, we'll know instantly and shift the budget to what's working. So why spend $48 for what you can get, for what you can get for $12, right? Now we track conversion rates as well. Track the conversion rate at every step of your funnel, from ad click, landing page opt-in, book call to close deal. People are clicking but not opting in. We know the landing page needs work. If they're opting in but not booking calls, we know it's a follow-up issue. They're booking but not closing. We look at the call flow and offer presentation. We literally pinpoint where the leak is so we can patch it fast instead of guessing. Booking and show up rates. We don't just stop at lead generation. We measure how many leads actually book a call, how many of those actually show up. And because there's no point in getting 100 leads if only 3 ever make it to a conversation. So we track that daily. And if show up rates dip, we test new reminders, add personalized text, or adjust follow up timing. Everything is fine tuned weekly to keep your pipeline full. Revenue per ad, ROAS. At the end of the day, this is what really matters because how much money is each ad making you? We measure the return on ad spend so you can literally see which campaigns are printing profit and which ones need to be cut. You'll know, okay, this campaign brought in $8,000 in closed revenue for $2,000 ad spend. That's a 4x return. And that's how you turn Facebook from an expense into an investment. Now let's talk about something that separates average agencies from real operators, and that is optimization. Most agencies love to say, oh, yeah, we optimize. But when you look closer, what they actually mean is they log in once a month, change a few numbers, send you a screenshot, and call it a day. That's not optimization. That's maintenance. And maintenance doesn't make money. Optimization does. Here's the truth. Ads are like engines. If you don't tune them regularly, they start losing power. They might still run, but they're not running effectively and efficiently. You're spending more fuel, ad spend, to go to the same distance. Results. That's why we optimize every single week, not monthly, because in the world of paid ads, 30 days is a lifetime. You have to do this daily, even hourly sometimes. Markets shift, audiences burn out, competitors pop up. The same ad that worked last week might be invisible today. So we stay ahead by treating optimization like a science, measured, strategic, and relentless. And here's exactly how we do it. Test ad copy consistently. Most people don't realize this, but sometimes a single word in your headline can change everything. For example, book a call today performs way worse than see if you qualify because book a call feels like work. See if you qualified feels like curiosity. So we test everything: headlines, call to actions, emojis, and sentence structure. We'll run 2 or 3 versions of the same ad side by side, track click-through rates, cost per click, and most importantly, cost per click. And once we find the winner, we double down on it immediately. No waiting a month to analyze. We move past because speed compounds. That's how you squeeze every dollar of performance out of your ad spend. We rotate creatives weekly. People get bored fast. And you can have the best ad in the world, but if your audience sees it 5 times a week, it stops working. That's called ad fatigue. And that's what most agencies do wrong. They wait until performance drops before changing creatives. Then it's too late. We stay ahead of the curve every single week, every single day. We refresh visuals, test new hooks, new formats, new designs, and new emotions. One week might be testimonial style videos. Next week might be UGC, user generated content, direct people talking, or a strong direct to camera ad. Like I said, we test how people feel when they see your brand, and we keep it fresh so engagement never drops here. Think of it like dating your audience. You got to keep things interesting if you want them to stay curious. And here, number 3 is we experiment with audiences. Now, here's where most businesses completely miss out. They target the same audience forever, the same interests, the same demographics, the same zip codes, and they wonder why results flatline. We don't do that. We treat audiences like experiments. Every week, we split this new segments, different interests, behaviors, job titles, age brackets, and even ad placements. We build what we call micro audiences, small hyper-targeted groups that your competitors haven't even noticed yet. For example, instead of targeting business owners, we'll target business owners who visited CRM software sites in the last 30 days. It's precise, it's intentional, and it drives higher quality clicks that actually convert. Now, we let the data tell us who's interested. We don't make assumptions because they're not reliable and they're not data based. And here we also have number 4, which is adjust budgets dynamically. Here's another mistake I see all the time. Most agencies set a daily budget and walk away and check back at the end of the month, like, okay, let's see how we did. No, that's not how you do it. That's like driving across the country blindfolded and only checking the map when you get to the gas station. We monitor performance daily and we adjust budgets on the fly. One ad starts crushing it, we scale it up immediately. If another starts dipping, we pull spend instantly and shift to what's working instead. That's how you save thousands in wasted ad spend per month. And when you repeat that process week after week, you end up with campaigns get sharper, faster, and even more profitable over time. Why does this matter? Here's why this level of optimization matters so much. When you track everything, you stop making emotional decisions. You stop saying, I think it's working, and start saying, I know what's working, and I know how to make it work even better. Because when you measure every click, every conversation, every booking, you start to see patterns. You start to understand what your audience loves, what they ignore, and what makes them buy. And once you have that clarity, scaling becomes simple. You're not guessing, you're not hoping, you're directing, you're controlling the results instead of reacting to them. That's the difference between surviving and scaling. Surviving is saying, let's see what happens. Scaling is saying, I know exactly what's happening and how to multiply it. I know what's working. And that's what optimization gives you: control. Control over your spend, your results, and your growth. All right, let's wrap this up. Your Facebook ads aren't failing because Facebook doesn't work. They're failing because the system behind them is broken. Your ads are too generic. You're sending traffic to pages that don't convert. Your follow up is weak. You're buying shared leads that 5 other companies are chasing, and you're not tracking what's working. So you're basically just spending money blind. But here's the good news: you don't have to fix all that alone. This is literally what my team and I do every single day. We build predictable lead systems that bring in qualified, ready to buy leads without relying on luck or hype. They're built around 3 things: targeting the right audience. We don't go after everyone. We go deep into your niche, identify the exact buyers who are ready to act, and tailor your ads to speak to them directly. Automating your outreach and follow up. No more chasing leads manually. We build sequences that text, email, and nurture leads automatically, but still feel personal. Number 3 is delivering verified exclusive leads. No recycled lists, no shared data. Every lead that comes in is 100% yours. People who already know your brand and trust you before the call. So if you're done wasting money on ads that don't convert, and you're ready to start getting qualified leads who actually show up and are interested in your offer, click the link below. We'll show you how we can build the same system for you. That same system is helping our clients generate anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a day in sales and book calls. Look, we're not one of those agencies that just sell you clicks and hope for the best. We don't just sell traffic, we sell results. And that's why our clients don't sit around wondering where their next lead is coming from, because they already know, because their system handles it automatically. So if you're ready to stop gambling on ads and start building a business that scales on autopilot, click that link below and let's make it happen.